Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be looking at Check Point's R82 ElasticXL, which is an advanced feature designed to improve the scalability and efficiency of network traffic processing, exploring its capabilities and how it enhances performance. But first we will start with a hands-on lab to set the stage and give you a practical look at how ElasticXL fits into a real-world scenario. So let's get started. So here we can see this is a normal management server, R82 management server, which is installed, and the first time visit is done as a management server. And here I have installed the SmartConsole. In another computer here I got two gateways, the R82 gateway 1 and gateway 2. These gateways are new installed, so no first time. So please access the web UI and finish the first time wizard. So first time wizard is not done here on both of them. So we need to run it on one of them, and we will do it on the gateway 1 here. But let's first log into our management server here to see that it is clean and ready. As we can see here, there is only the, let's take this here, is only my management server for now. Maybe it needs some memory here. But so now the next step, so first we install a normal management server R82 and a SmartConsole. Next step, we need to configure one. So let's drag this here. So this is my first, so this one, the R82 GW1, it's called 145. So let's log in and do the first time wizard. So we can stick with the defaults, but one thing is very important here. So next. By the way, I have configured these gateways with 4 interfaces. So if we look there, so settings, so 1, 2, 3, 4 interfaces. We can stick with the name. You can use DNS here. Next. Next, here we need to install it as gateway, and here we need to choose this. So choose this unit is part of cluster type ElasticXL. And next, here we need to create the SIC password. And finish. Now we wait until these configurations are done. So now the server is done loading. So let's log in again here and configure our interfaces. We need to make sure that all interfaces are up. So network interfaces, we have 2 interfaces here. We can call this internal, for example. 25, 2, for example, I don't know. So this is just for demonstration of the ElasticXL feature. I'm not building any lab here. Okay. And let's take this one up. Let's call this Okay, when all our interfaces are up, let's start our SmartConsole. This one again. Now we will add this gateway to our SmartConsole, and as we can see here, this is MUG1 is the, I think it's the external IP here or the management IP. We will see. So let's log in here. So the other gateway has no configuration at all. Don't do anything to the other gateway. So here we need to create a new gateway. So click here, gateway, classic mode. Let's call it the same, R82 JW1, copy paste there, and the IP is 145. Here it should be changed to ElasticXL, and at this stage we need to configure all our blades and configurations here and there, everything, to configure everything and then continue adding other gateways, because new gateways will copy paste this configuration and work. So let's make security and communication work here. So add our SIC password, like this, and click initialize. Trust established, okay. As we can see here, ElasticXL hardware. Click OK, close, OK here. And now we need to publish and install the policy. Yes. And we click on install, publish first. And now we install the policy. Let's wait a little bit until it's done. So as we can see here, our installation, policy installation is done successfully. So now we need to add the other gateway, but we don't add it here, but we go back to the Gaia portal of the first gateway, our ElasticXL gateway. We log in. Let's make this accept, and here, cluster management. So here we can see this is our gateway, the R82 gateway 1, and it is okay. So everything is okay here. And here we can see pending gateways, the other gateway. I think they are using some kind of broadcast to get all the gateways. So we click there, and we can see state request to join. And we can take a look here. So the command is, we need to open a new window here. So we can use the command show cluster info and provision. So here we can see request to join. So the same as in here, request to join the state. So, and we have two options: add to the existing site and create a new site. So in this case, we can add to the existing site. So we choose this and we click add. Add member request succeeded. The members addition is in progress. Okay. But this is very much misleading. I don't know why they chose to not available. What is not available? It is in progress. We can check it. So if we run this command again, show cluster info provision again, we can see that now it was request to join, now joining cluster. But here it's still not available. What is not available? I think a in progress or something else should be an alternative to not available. What is not available? Because when I tested this the first time, not available, I thought, oh, okay, it's failed. But okay, now it is in progress. And the other one, the other gateway, so the other gateway, this one, GW, will restart. And we should wait until it restarts. So as we can see here, now it is restarting this gateway, and the state is now cluster member. So it was joining cluster, now it is cluster member. So again, now the state is cluster member and cluster member, as we can see. So 1 and 2, this is the difference. And if we look at the Gaia portal, we can write this here. Yes, and we look at cluster management. We can see that now we have two different gateways. And we can take a look at, for example, at this gateway. You can see that there is no Ethernet 0 interface anymore. So we can use fw get ifs, for example, to see what interfaces do we have. So we have the sync interface here and there, and we have the mug, and as we can see here, the same address for both, same address all the time. So, and this tells us that if you are using a public IP for the cluster on the ElasticXL, we use one public IP on the cluster object and one public IP for every gateway. So we use 3 different public IPs, but here we can see that it is only one public IP that is needed. And again, as we said, now it's cluster member. So now let's take a look at some theory and some checkpoint theory here. So as we can see, ElasticXL is an innovative cluster technology. It's using a single management object, which is which means that it will use only one public IP. So what is improved? So simplify setup, only the initial security appliance. So we have configured only one gateway, not both. Needs to be installed. The single gateway representation. So in SmartConsole, it's only one. Scalable architecture, centralized management, and we have dual site support. So different sites or the same site. And the sync now is automatic, so we don't need to configure any sync interface. It will be configured automatically, and this is a good point. So here we have we can compare the ElasticXL to the ElasticXL. So the objects multiple, single, policy installation, separate for each member, managed by SMO. Public addresses, as we said, may require unique for each member. Here, reduced need for multiple addresses, so we need only one. License, the same. Upgrades, individual for each member. Here, if you upgrade in ElasticXL, you need to upgrade every gateway. But here, streamline process via SMO, so we need only to upgrade once. So with the management, the gateway configuration managed centrally through SMO, policy installation, logging, important notes. Okay, clean installation required. Each appliance in an ElasticXL cluster must either undergo a clean install or be restored to factory defaults. And we have cluster size limitations. ElasticXL cluster supports a maximum of 3 Elastic cluster members per site and 6 ElasticXL cluster members in total. So 3 different sites, and every site can have up to 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. Interface requirements. Each ElasticXL cluster member requires a minimum of 4 interfaces. 1 dedicated management interface, 1 sync interface, and external interface. Here, management interface, the MGMT interface renamed to NUG1 as we have seen, and becomes a subordinate interface in the bund. The sync interface is renamed to ETH1 sync and becomes a subordinate. External interface, our external interface. Traffic handling. So in each ElasticXL site, only one ElasticXL cluster member, the SMO, handles all incoming traffic and distributes it to other cluster members. So it's similar to how the pivot member works in ElasticXL load sharing unicast mode. And the distribution mode, ElasticXL cluster supports only the general distribution mode for assigning incoming traffic to cluster members. Okay, so migration and limitations. There is currently no automated migration to ElasticXL. So that's very important. So it requires a manual clean gateway installation. So shared limitations, since ElasticXL utilizes the same technology as Maestro and other scalable platforms, it shares similar limitations. So this video is done here. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.